She said, matter of fact, you can get in my vehicle.
This is one.
All I see is a cop jump out right behind me. By the way, 2 more cop cars pulled up, so now there's 5. Play the video, my nigga. Bro, I'm literally in a police car right now, no cap. What up, y'all? Welcome back to Mr. and
Mrs.
Loyal. And today we are doing a mukbang. Now, this mukbang is gonna be, it's a Chic Fil mukbang, as y'all can see. But this mukbang is gonna be about my trip when I was coming back home and stuff like that. I was coming back home from dropping Bay off, and her side of the mukbang is gonna be
telling you guys how I felt.
Let's get straight to it. Me and Bay got the same thing, spicy deluxe with pepper jack. We got waffle fries.
So they got extra pickles.
Chicken nuggets, and she got extra pickles. Chicken nuggets. We both got strawberry shake. We both got a strawberry shake and they lemonade. So
some Polynesian
and we got a whole
sauce.
Bunch of sauce. Polynesian honey mustard, Chick-fil-A, zesty barbecue, honey roasted barbecue, and they got 37 mayo packets.
Oh my gosh.
I guess I gotta talk first.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, but well, first of all, let me try the lemonade because I ain't never tried it before. I ain't never had that lemonade before. Alright, this is a good sweet. This is a good sweet, you know? I don't think it's the best thing I've had, but it's a good sweet, you know what I'm saying? I like that they keep the lemon things up in there. You got the little lemons, y'all see it, and it got a little stuck to my lip. But like I was saying, all right, so
like some other stuff.
All right, babe. So like I was saying, so I dropped Bay off. The story starts here. I dropped Bay off, and we got a little video that I'm gonna play for y'all as well.
Why did it have to happen too?
Yeah.
Why did it have to happen in general?
That's what I'm saying. Why did it have to happen in general? So I dropped Bay off, and then I'm driving. All I did was simply put in from her address. Well, all I just did was it was my location all the way to my house. So since it was all the way to my house, that's all I did was put that in. I didn't do no funny business, none of that stuff. Put that in. I won't lie. While I was on the trip, I had to take a stop because I'm driving, and then while I'm driving and stuff like that, I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting tired. It's a 6 hour drive. So I'm getting tired. I'm getting sleepy. All of that stuff. And then while I'm getting tired and sleepy and stuff like that, I'm like, I can't do this. That's dangerous. I can't risk myself. So what I did was I pulled over, went to a gas station, got me some food, and no, I didn't get me no food. I got me a Red Bull and Red Bull and a coffee. And I don't even drink coffee. I mean, a Red Bull and a coffee.
Yeah, that'll stay up.
Yeah. So hopped in, I got back in the car and stuff like that. And right when I got back into the car and stuff, but you not gonna eat. You know how this go. Cause once it's your turn, you can't eat. You just gonna be sitting there like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna be eating when you talking. I'm telling you that now. But like I was saying, I right when they had pulled up and oh no, shoot, I'm skipping ahead with that.
Yeah, you are.
So I hopped in the car,
and
then I hopped right. I left the gas station and I got going. I don't know where I stopped at. Wherever I seen the exit, it wasn't, like I said, no funny business. Wherever I seen the exit, I just pulled over. I was like, all right, the next exit, I gotta stop. So I went, pulled over, left. And right when I went, pulled over and left and stuff like that, all I know is that I'm driving, and then I see a police officer. And once I seen a police officer, all I know is I'm like, all right, cool. I look, as soon as you see the cops, you know, you check that speed, you know, especially my skin color, you got to check that speed, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not in my car. Those windows weren't tinted. My windows is tinted, you know what I'm saying? So that rental car that I was in, windows is not tinted at all. So I'm driving, and so I know they see me. So I'm driving, and then made sure that I was at the right speed. I was, and then all I see is a cop jump out right behind me, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? He turned his lights on. I'm like, oh my goodness.
What's the main answer?
I pulled over. No, not at all, baby. So I pulled over. Okay, baby. I pulled over, and then right when I pulled over, the cop was behind me, and then I'm like, dang, man. So it was a lady. Bitch, hop out, walk up to the side of the car.
Think it was like, do you think it was like for somebody else or whatever, or trying to get around?
Yeah, and that was another thing too, because when I did it, when the cop first got behind, I'm thinking, it can't be for me. When they first hopped out, I'm like, it can't be for me. It can't be for me. But it was for me, you know. Long and behold, it was for me. We the bitch come walk up no, she didn't even walk to the left side because there was a whole bunch of cars coming down. So she walked up to the right side. I let the windows down on the right side, and then, you know, she asked the basic stuff, license, registration, all that shit. And then, you know, I gave it to her. And then right when I gave it to her, she had asked me, she was like, what are you, she said, what are you doing? I told her what I was doing, drop my girlfriend off at home, and I'm driving back. That's all. Why does this bitch start to, like, damn near hop in an interrogation scene? So I'm like, what did she start asking me all these extra questions? And then she pulled out her phone, and then she said, can you please step out the vehicle? And I was like, shit. That's what I was like, fuck. And I was thinking in my head, this can go 3 ways. I was thinking, I could say yes, get out, and she, you know, just, she do whatever she want to me and shit like that, like violence and shit like that. And I ain't do shit. I could get out the car, listen, nothing happens, or I can say no. You know, I could just say no. So I was just like, fuck it, comply. My mama always told me this. Shout out moms. She always told me this. Comply, then complain. She always told me that. Comply means do whatever you have to do. And she always tells me this as well whenever it comes down to the popos. She tells me, do whatever I have to do in order to get back home. So that's what I did. Cop asked me to get out the car. I got out. I was like, all right, cool. Got out. When I got out, we walked to the back of the rental truck that I was in, to the back of that, to the front of her cop car. So I'm standing there, and then she was like, she said, matter of fact, you can get in my vehicle.
This is when the bitch got me.
Yeah. That's when I was like, oh damn. I was like, shit. She said, you can get in my vehicle. It's cold out here. I was like, bitch, it's cold out here. I'm cool. I'm good. Fuck that. That's what I'm thinking in my head. But like I said, I'm just sitting there thinking with the mindset of, I'm not trying to be like no fucking dumbass and be like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And then she takes it to another level. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm thinking in my head, hey, and that entire time I was not nervous at all. I'm just sitting there like, hey man, you know, I ain't trying to say like, oh, I'm ready to die. I ain't no dumbass like that. But it just comes down to a point where I'm just sitting there like, man, listen, I'm doing everything I have to. Hopefully this bitch got her motherfucking webcam on. I'm doing everything I got to in order to get up out this situation. So I hopped in her whip, and then right when I hopped in her whip, she just gets to interrogating me again, asking me all these questions, bro. Like, she asked me this. The first couple of questions she asked, she said, where am I going? She asked me again.
Like sweet and sour sauce.
You ain't never had it before, babe?
I don't think I ever had it before.
Yeah, that shit slump. I fuck with that shit. Yeah. But so she just get to asking me the same random questions. Then she put out her phone. She was like, "Why are you here?" And then I looked and I was like,
because I can.
I'm like, I'm driving back home, you know. And that's I told her, and she was like, "Okay, but there is a faster route to your home and stuff like that." And because she had asked me my address. And, right, babe. She had asked me my address, and then I told her the address and shit like that. And she was like, no, I didn't tell her my address. She asked me where do I live, like what state and city and stuff. And I told her, she said, okay, but there's a faster route. Why are you going from here? And then I was like, oh my goodness. And I was like, hey man, all I do is put in the address from here to here. That's all. And she was just saying, it's a faster route.
You gonna take the faster route.
Right, and she was saying this the entire time when I was telling her the story. Because I think, when did you sleep? Yeah, I think you were asleep. Yeah, she was asleep when all of this stuff was happening and shit like that. So, but she was asleep back at her house, you know. So, I had the phone had hung up and all of that shit. So, she just asking me all of these questions, just saying all of that shit about the maps and shit. And I'm just like, bruh, like my nigga, I'm just trying to get home. I ain't on no funny business. So, then she asked me all these questions. Then she was like, do you have a weapon on you? And then she was like, do you have a weapon on you or in the car? And then I said, no. And then I was like, well, I do got my pocket knife on me. And she said, oh, no, that's legal. And I was like, hey, listen here, bitch. You said, do I have a weapon on me? I don't want you to say, oh, no. He said, he told me he didn't have a weapon on him. Like, bitch, I'm telling you, everything that I got up on me that can be considered is a weapon, is a knife, a pocket knife, not a weapon, baby. Yeah. It is a fucking weapon. So that's what I'm saying. So she's talking about, oh, no, that's legal. Okay, bitch, you asked, do I got a weapon on me? That's considered a weapon. So told her that. And she said, no, I'm talking about like any guns or anything. I was like, no, I don't. And she said, okay. And then when she said that, I was like, all right, cool. And then she was like, do you have a dead body in the car?
I was just like, why would you ask?
And then that's when I was just like, bro, what? I started chuckling. And I was like, no. And I started laughing. And then that's when it started to get a little bit more hectic. Another cop car pulled up. It was two cop cars.
One fucking person.
It was 2 cop cars that pulled up. So now it's 3 cop cars. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, what the fuck? And she asked me, she was like, can we search the vehicle? I was like, go ahead, have fun, go ahead. She hopped out, and then when she hopped out, I recorded a video, played a video. Now, while this video is playing, I'm gonna eat so that y'all can, you know, do it. So I think the video is probably like a minute long, so I'm gonna eat right now, play the video, my nigga. Bro, I'm literally in a police car right now, no cap. Literally.
And you can sit right in here if you want. Okay. It's warm, so.
Look at these. So crazy, bro. DWB, bro. There's probably someone here recording. World class lifestyle on YouTube, no cap. You know, just a little pluggy. Subscribe. I can't wait till they come back. Just to not have found anything. I told her it was a knife in the whiskey. Right now, I have to call moms. So yeah, y'all catch y'all on the back end, no cap in. All right, we back. So as I was saying, that video played. That's what I did. I'm up in the, like, just, and as y'all can probably, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I was just talking shit about it. Y'all seen the video. I ain't gonna even explain the video. But by the way, 2 more cop cars pulled up, so now there's 5 cop cars lined up behind the rental car that I was in. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, this shit wild. A guy cop gets in the car, and when a guy cop gets in the car, he's tried to say a little joke. He was like, I can't fit in here like she can. I was like, no shit, my nigga, you like probably like 6'1", and that bitch was like 5'1" or some shit like that. So a fucking course. So he gets in, and then he started asking me all the same bullshit ass questions. And then he was like, are you here to buy drugs? And I was like, bro, I was like, no. And then he said, look, listen, it's legal here. I just want to let you know it's legal here. So he said a lot of times when we pull people over, they be thinking that they can't buy the drugs and stuff like that. And then he said, but I'm just letting you know that it's legal here. He said, because what some people do is they leave from where they're at, come here, and they buy drugs and they sell the drugs and stuff like that. He said, but that's illegal. You can do the drugs here. He said, so are you here to do drugs? And then I was just like, no, I'm not. I kept telling him that. And then he was like, okay, cool. And then he asked me again. I'm like, bro, no. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. So then right after that shit, after he done got done asking me that, all them goddamn questions and shit, he hopped out. And then right when, as I'm telling you, while I'm talking to this man, he ain't hop out yet. Let me reverse on that. He ain't hop out yet. He was still in the car. 4 cops walked past the passenger side that I was sitting at. 4 of them bitches walked past, and then I looked over and I was just like shaking my head, and I kind of chuckled a little bit. And then he said, oh, don't worry about them. And he said, they're just here. And I was like, bro, what you mean don't worry about them, my nigga? You know, like, and it's the funny thing, because he see all of this shit that be on the news with black cops, all of this. He know black people killing and all that stuff by cops. He see it. So he must have been sitting there thinking like, I know he's scared and shit like that. Let me try and calm him down. Like, no, he knows what a person could be feeling in that moment. So he tried to, don't worry about them. No, nigga, it's no way you feeling. I see this shit on the news. I know you see this shit on the news. So therefore, that shit would spook a nigga. It wasn't, like I said, I was just sitting there like, just chilling like, hey, whatever happens, because God got me, God got me. So I'm cooling. So, they walked by and shit like that, and I'm telling you, y'all, them niggas searched the fuck out that car. They searched it, like, top to bottom. They was opening shit that I didn't know was possible to open. Like, dead ass. Hold on, what the fuck? But they was opening shit that I didn't even... God, so is this shit just gonna keep on going like that? But they were opening shit that I didn't even know could be opened. Like, dead ass. They opening up the trunk and shit like that. Popping secret compartments open and shit. They lifted up the hood of the car and shit. Checking the lights. I'm telling y'all, they was doing all of this shit. And meanwhile, while they doing all of this shit, I'm on the phone with my moms. At first, I had called moms and shit like that. And I told her, because I know how my moms get. I called moms. I was like, hey, Mom, don't freak out. And then she said, she took a deep breath. She said, okay, Jay, what's going on? Because I know how she gets, so I got to let her know. She said, okay, Jay, what's going on? And then I told her, and she said, okay. And then she started telling me all of the steps to go through. And I was like, hey, I handled all of that. And then she said, okay, good job, all this stuff. And she's just saying, all right, what's going on, what they saying, what they doing and shit. And I'm telling her everything. And then, you know, she was just walking me through it. And then, the lady came back and she got in the car. And she explained to me. And she said, so, what was going on is the rest of, so like I said, after they got done fucking fully searching, deep cleaning, deep sea diving in the motherfucking car, cleaning the fuck out the car, trying to make sure ain't shit was up in there. After all of them did that, they took their gloves off, walked back to the back of the car and shit like that. They all got in their car and shit. And no, they didn't get back in the car. They were all sitting there talking, and then they walked back to the car. The lady got in the car, and then she started talking to me, and she was just saying like, okay, so what we were doing were, she said, you told me the fucking most, exactly, babe. She said, you told me that you were leaving from here and going here. She said, so when you told me that, it doesn't add up to why you are here. And then I was just like, nigga, I told you why I'm fucking here, bitch. And then she said that shit, and then she said, it doesn't equal to why you're here. She said, so that's why I had to, you know, call. I had to go through the procedure and stuff like that, because what people do is, she said, they come here with a whole bunch of illegal drugs, with drugs that are illegal here and a whole bunch of illegal drugs. And she said they would try and sell them while here. And she said, so what we were doing was, you know, checking the vehicle to make sure that you weren't doing that. And I was like, you know, I'm just sitting there just like, oh, cool. You know, just chilling, all types of shit. Then she said all of that, and I was like, yeah, all right, cool. You know, whatever you say, Miss Bitch Cop Lady. And then she was like, okay, and then she just saying all this extra stuff. And then right after she got done saying all of that extra stuff, she said, what she said, she was like, you can get out. She was like, no, she said, all right, you can go on with your day. She said, we didn't, you know, mess up anything or anything like that. She just telling me all of this shit. And then she said, you can go on about your day. And she said, and then right when I got out the car, was getting out the car, she was like, also, the reason why I had pulled you over is because you were driving. She said the left lane is for police only. She said, so you only get in this lane whenever you're trying to pass. And I swear I wanted to motherfucking drop kick the bitch out of her fucking car, because when she said that shit to me, I was like, so wait, hold on, you pulled me over because I was driving on the wrong side of the road. And since I was driving on the wrong side of the road, you pulled me over, but yet you called 5 cop cars because you didn't pull me over.
And then you thought about the excuse of
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. What the bitch did was, she seen I was black in the motherfucking car, and she probably was like, ooh, he's black, he can't be driving something nice like that. And then that's what she was probably thinking. Let me pull this nigga over because he sells drugs. Let me pull him over, and then let me have the excuse to say, oh, the reason why I pulled you over was because you were driving on the wrong side of the road. Bitch, no. That wasn't the reason, because if that was the reason, you would have just pulled me over. Do you know you're not supposed to be driving on this side of the road? Yeah. All right, cool. Drive on this side. Only drive on this side when you're trying to pass, because the police supposed to be on that lane just in case pursuit. That's what I'm saying. That's all she had to say to me. 5 fucking cop cars didn't have to get called in order for her to tell me that, you know? Right. So I got out the car and I just started chuckling, closing the door and shit like that. I went, got back in, drove away from them bitches, and then all that shit, and I'm, you know, called mom. No, I was still on the phone with moms. Told moms, you know, hey, I'm up out of there and all that shit. And then, boom. And then, of course, right when me and Bae got done. Bae was right. I think Bae was. Were you? I don't know. I think you were still sleeping. I'm not sure. Excuse me, I burped. But me and moms had got off the phone and shit. And then I called Bae, and then Bae got up or something like that. I'm not sure. And then started to tell her, and she was snapping her goddamn self, you know. But yeah, man. So that was my side of the story.
I don't remember. The sister that I said, but I know that was mad, and I was scared. And I was like, scared and everything. I was like, why did it have to happen? As soon as he, when I'm not with him no more, like drops me off. But why it had to happen in general, obviously. And then different shit. And I also, And he told me that when he told me that he was recording in the car, whatever, and was all smiling and laughing and shit. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he is. And then and I told my my aunt and my dad's girlfriend about the shit too, and they were all agreeing with us, like they were all agreeing with me and him, and they were all scared for him too. And then they thought that he would be scared too, but he wasn't. And then the free what for the same. Just really wasn't. They were just agreeing with me, and then they were like, yeah, that's stupid. They don't need five plus cops for just one person. And why can't he just drive wherever he wants to drive at, whatever. Like, what if he was like visiting a family member in Michigan or whatever? And why do you gotta get stopped just because he was driving that way? Just because he wasn't taking like a faster route, or whatever. It doesn't matter. You want to take the faster route?
Right.
But yeah, Papa.
And then another thing too is that I sat down and I thought about it. I was like, what if they would have planted something on me, you know?
Right.
If they...
And plus, when you said something about them taking their gloves off and shit, whatever, I'm like,
yeah,
they didn't want to leave no prints.
Yeah. And then they could have planted something on me. They could have threw something inside the... Like, I've seen that shit happen so many times where I've seen videos of cops literally walking and then they search somebody's car. They don't find shit. And then I see them throw a little something to the side up inside the car and then go back and be like, boom, hey, you. And then guess what? The nigga was up in a cop car recording the whole thing. Like, hey, nah, bro, I got you on video of you throwing something inside my car. I've seen that shit I ain't gonna say so many times, but I've seen it like a handful of times, like 2, 3, 4, 5 times probably. Of some of that shit happening where the cops trying to plant something. They could have planted something on me. Just because they could have planted something on me while I was in the cop car and while I was inside. They could have just been like, had it in their hand. It was like, hey, can I check your glove compartment? I don't care, ain't nothing in there. Okay. Let the shit down, grabbed in there. Hey, look what I got, and had the shit like this. Say for example, this motherfucking crack cocaine. This the glove compartment. Hey, can I check your glove compartment? Yeah, go ahead. Hey, I got and then boom, I'm fucked. You know what I'm saying? So they could have easily planted something on me, but I personally think, like I said, I'm just gonna continue to do it the way that my mom's taught me to do it, because I feel like if I don't,
cooperate and complain later.
Yeah. If I don't, then shit, who knows? I'm not gonna be, stupid in that situation, because I done seen too many times where people try and get too big for their britches, where they try and be tough, the tough guy, and that tough guy act it don't happen, especially it don't go the way that we want it to, that people, as I said, will say, of color and stuff like that, want it to go in that situation. Nigga, you can try and be the tough guy. Go ahead and be the tough guy and see how that works out for you.
Not good.
You don't got a fucking gun, and if you do got a gun, you going to jail if you shoot that cop. The system don't work for us. So your dumb ass might as well want to just sit back and be like, all right, cool, fall back. They got it. Yeah, they ain't worth your life, my nigga. You got people that love you, so don't do no stupid shit. So yeah, man, that was the entire thing that I learned. That's all I said. It's just, I'm just gonna continue to live by what my mom had always taught me: comply then complain. Do what I gotta do to get home. And that's exactly what I'm gonna continue to do. So yeah, or who knows? Y'all may never see none of this. Who knows? I don't know. But hey, man, if y'all enjoyed this video, please make sure I hit that like button. Comment down below anything that y'all want. We will highly appreciate it. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Hey, comment down below anything that y'all want us to do. Comment down below any topics that y'all want us to talk about while we do these mukbangs and stuff like that.
Help us brainstorm.
Yes, please. We will most definitely try our best to get those videos out there for y'all, for sure, no cap. As y'all can see, I still ain't ate, but y'all know my body whenever it comes down to these mukbangs, man. I got three fries left, you know what I'm saying? Got 7 tenders left. I lied, 6 of them hoes. 6 left. I think they hold me because I'm supposed to have, oh no, it is 7. It's 7 left. No, it's 6. What the fuck? Is this tied together?
Yeah, it probably is tied together.
3, 6. They fucking hold me because I feel like I only ate one tender, but and it's supposed to be 8.
Nuggets.
Oh yeah, nuggets. My bad. But yeah, man. Yeah, we gonna see y'all in a little bit. Y'all make sure y'all comment those topics down below though. Don't cap, we would highly appreciate that, and then we're gonna try and get that out there for y'all.
And I wanted to try it, like, now people dip their fries in the shits.
Yeah, man. So you telling me you couldn't try that shit when you had your fries?
Yeah, I just thought about the shits.
Ah,
and
cool.
I seen them like, oh, my fries are gone. Can't do it.
Yeah, cool, babe, cool. Share all of our videos and don't be stingy. And please make sure I hit that subscribe button. Push the bells to check in. You ain't never tried that before, babe? I'm pretty sure you have. You tweaking.
No
that shit
problem.
good as fuck.
Never.
Share all of our videos and
think
don't be stingy. And please make sure I hit that subscribe button.
Never
Push the
again.
bell so you get notified every single time we drop a video. Her ass tweaking, no cap. We love y'all. We appreciate.
Share
Wait.
y'all.
So I get notified every single time we drop a video. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. You want to hear something real quick, man? I think I told you this. When I was Ubering, I had these bum-ass styrofoam cups these niggas be having. And then I grabbed it. I kept on telling myself, I think I told you this. When I was working, I had these bum-ass styrofoam cups. And I'm walking. I always tell myself, bro, one of these days you gonna rip, your finger's gonna go through this shit. So I'm walking, trying to get to my car. Open up my door kind of bumped my finger. My thumb was right here. It went straight through this motherfucking cup. So I was like, fuck. I sat the food inside my car, and then I started walking up. But I had walked up to the lady, and I was like, hey, this happened when I was trying to get in my car. And she said, oh, okay. She didn't even say shit to me. She just grabbed it, went back in, came back out, handed me a whole new one. I was like, hey, good looking, cause shit. Them motherfuckers, if she would have looked at me and was like, okay, that's not my problem, I'm like, bitch.
Back kicking the Ricky, that shotty hit his back, show me his real name on your breast, tiff attack, oops, I mean taffeted, can bay up like an octopus, way that I ate her, I left her ass bodyless, keep my little baby all up on my shopping list, eating her body, no zombie, she call me her walker, together forever, we old and still pushing it, walker, can't nobody fit in her shoe, walker, now run it back, eating her body, no zombie, she call me her walker.